Hi, I'm Claude and welcome to my guitar channel. In this video, I'll be doing a beginner guitar lesson 2. In this lesson, we'll look at another variation of the spider walk exercise, as well as how to read and interpret a chord diagram, and we'll learn 2 new chords. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to start with our warm-up exercise, which will be another variation of the spider walk. This will start with our index finger, finger 1, placed on the first string on the 5th fret. And then we count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Good. When we're doing the spider walk, it's okay once we've moved up to the next string to release the other 3 fingers. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4. Move your index finger up to the next string and then release the 3 fingers and go again. Index finger up, release. And that would be the same when you're working your way down the strings. So again, starting on the E string, 6th string, sorry, 5th, 6th string. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Move your index finger down and release, and index finger down, release. Okay, and once we're at the top, then we start from the top, the 6th string, the E string, and we work our way back down 6, 5, 4 to each string. So starting with our index finger, finger 1, on the 5th fret on the 6th string. 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. And remember, the fingers curl up and around and come down on the strings. You press down with your fingertips, and then you're fretting just behind the fret. So we're going to do the exact same exercise, except we're going to slide our thumb down the neck to the 3rd fret. And then we'll start on the 3rd fret with our finger 1 index finger. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, good. And now we're going to work our way back down by starting on the 6th string, E string, with our index first finger on the 3rd fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Okay, so don't worry if it's not perfect or if you miss a string now and then. Just continue your exercise, your warm-up, your practice, and in time your accuracy and timing and sound will improve for sure. Okay, our last warm-up exercise, we're going to slide our thumb down even further up the neck and start with the 1st fret. Again, first finger, index finger, on the 1st string, high E, and we're going to fret the 1st fret and count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, starting with the 6th string, E string, and going back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Okay, next we're going to take a closer look at how to read and interpret a chord diagram. Okay, this whole area is called the head of the guitar. These are the tuning keys. And this big bar going across here is called the nut. And as in the diagram, this would be fret 1, fret 2, 3, 4, and so on. Now the strings have two names that you should commonly get used to. First, we can name them by number. So it starts with the thinnest string, the high string, high E. So this would be string 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 being the thickest string. The strings are also named after the musical note they sound like when they're played open. So starting with the thinnest string, this would be high E. So this is E, then B, G, D, A, and the thickest 6th string is low E, or E. If we look at a chord diagram for E minor, the first thing we notice is that there are O's above the nut. That indicates that the string is to be played open. Next, we see the circles over the 5th and 4th string on the 2nd fret. That is where those ones will be fretted, and the numbers inside the circle indicate the suggested fingering that you might want to use. In this case, we'll be using our middle finger and ring finger, finger 2 and 3. If we look at the chord diagram for A major or A chord, we notice that the 6th string has an X over it. That simply means that we do not play that string. We strum from the 5th string down. Okay, let's look at the A major chord or A chord. To play this chord, we'll start with our 2nd finger, middle finger, and place it on the 2nd fret, 4th string. Then, with the ring finger, we place it down under on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, and then the pinky goes on the 2nd fret, 2nd string. And then we strum, not from the 6th string, we don't play that on the A chord, we strum from the 5th string. And the reason for that is the 5th string open, A string, that's the root of the A chord. A is the root of the A chord. And that's the A chord. So there are several different fingering suggestions that I've seen for the A chord. I've seen 4 of them. I won't go into them. All I know, I play it this way because it works with other chords that I play for the music that I play with. So if you come across a different fingering for the A chord, it's okay to use that if that works for you and the songs and the chords that you're making. What we'll notice when we're making our A chord is, again, these 2 fingers, the 2nd and 3rd finger, are working together, and we just add the pinky. Okay, good, and we'll move on to the next chord. Okay, the next chord we're going to learn is the C major chord or C chord. That's formed by placing the 1st finger on the 1st fret, 2nd string. The 2nd finger or middle finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string, and the ring finger on the 3rd fret, 5th string. Now the root of C is C, and the C note is on the 5th string, 3rd fret. That's C. So the chord begins on the 5th string. So for C, we do not play the 6th or E string. We play the A string and down. And that's a C chord, C major chord. Okay, to transition from the A chord to the C chord, we'll keep our second finger, middle finger anchored. We'll remove the other ones, and then we'll start making a C chord using our first finger index on the 2nd string, 1st fret, and our ring finger on the 5th string, 3rd fret. And then we have C. Now, to transition from the C chord back to the A chord, we just reverse the steps. Again, we keep our second finger, middle finger anchored, remove everything else, and then place our ring finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and then the baby finger on the 2nd string, 2nd fret, and that's A. To transition from the A chord to the E minor chord, we simply remove our pinky and then move those 2 fingers that we keep together as one now up to strings 5 and 4 on the 2nd fret, and this is E minor. And from there back to our E by placing down our first finger on the 1st fret on the 3rd string, E. Now we can practice transitioning between the A chord and the C chord. Making an A chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, then C, 1, 2, 3, 4, then A, back to the C, A. We can also practice transitioning from our A chord to our E minor chord. Making the A chord again, strumming. E minor, back to A, E minor. What you'll notice is that fingers 2 and 3 start to move together as one. This makes for smooth and easy chord transitions. That concludes lesson 2. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel, and we'll see you in the next video, lesson 3.